Hi everybody, welcome to today's class. I imagine you couldn't be present in the arts class, but don't worry, here you will find out the summary of all what we did in class. And by the way, do you see the label that I have over here? It says today is, what day is it today? The day that we have arts is, do you see it's blinking? Today is Wednesday with the W, right? Okay, in today's class, remember this is just a summary. We were talking about something related to science. You know that in science, we have been studying since last class we talked about solids, right? And before that class, we were talking about states of matter. Well, today in science, which you have after this class, we are going to be talking about liquids, right? So in arts, we are going to work in something related to the states of matter, to liquid state, and we are going to be talking about water cycle. Do you remember that once we talk about liquids, I told you later on you will see something about the water cycle. Remember that class? Well, to understand this, I'm going to show you a video about the water cycle because we already know that the water has three states that we find it, right? Well, we are going to be the water cycle. What is a cycle? Remember when we were talking about the butterfly life cycle, the one that we were working in arts with clay? A cycle that I told you that a cycle is something that you repeat once and once again, okay? It's a certain, the cycle refers to certain events that are gonna be repeated and repeated, okay? And they will start again. That is a cycle. Remember, ¿se acuerdan lo que es un ciclo? Something that starts at one point and then it continues, repeat, and start again. Well, the water cycle is like that. Do you know where does water come from? Do you know? Have you think about that? We have studied that we find water in different states, in different places, but where does it start? Where does water come from? ¿De dónde viene? Let's see a video to understand a little bit better before we prepare our materials to work in our craft, okay? So over here, I'm gonna share with you that video about the water cycle. So please, I want you to pay closely attention to that video, okay? Let's see the video now.
Our topic for today is water cycle. The sun heats up the water from oceans, lakes, and rivers, and water changes into water vapor by the process of evaporation.
You know that the water is where? In the oceans, in the rivers, in the lakes, like in the video, right? Like in this video that you are watching right now. But what happens with that water? The sun, which is over there in the sky, the sun is going to heat that water and it's going to change into water vapor. Okay, let's see how it happens.
Plants also lose water in the form of water vapor from their leaves into the air by the process of transpiration.
Did you know that the plants also lose water? ¿Sabían que las plantas también pierden agua? Yes, by the process of transpiration. Well, you know, the water vapor from their leaves, it goes into the air in the process of transpiration.
As the water vapor rises up into the air, it starts cooling down and forms tiny water droplets. These water droplets come together to form clouds.
Do you know that? that those little drops of water, esas gotitas, little drops of water, they are going to go up and they are going to make the clouds, right? All those tiny drops of water that are going to go over there to the sky into water vapor, they are going to turn into clouds. Like the one that you have here in the picture.
This process is called condensation. When the clouds start getting heavy and cannot hold the water droplets anymore, they fall back to the earth in the form of rain, hail, or snow.
Now you know why it rains? Do you see? Ahora sabemos por qué llueve. Because when the clouds are very, very heavy or very fat with all those water droplets, they are completely full of water, then they are going, what is going to happen? They are going to break down, they are going to come back to the earth, to the soil, into rain, hail, or snow. Toda esa agua de las nubes, it's going to come back to the earth, vuelve a la tierra, ¿ok? Algunas veces, when it rains, cuando llueve, y otras veces, cuando cae nieve, in the places where snow is falling down.
This process is called precipitation.
That is called precipitation, when it is coming from the clouds to the soil, to the earth.
Some of the water that falls on the earth seeps into the ground. This water is available to us in the form of groundwater. The remaining water falls back into oceans, lakes, rivers, and seas. This process is called collection. Then the sun starts heating up this water once again. This circulation of water is called water cycle.
Did you notice that it is a cycle because it is going to start again, it is going to be repeated. Those series of events are going to repeat once and once again, right? Después que el agua cae nuevamente, it goes, cuando llueve, it goes to the earth, to the soil, and it goes to the oceans, to the rivers, and then again the sun comes and hits the water and the cycle begins again, okay? So that is the water cycle. We saw that first it will evaporate or accumulate. In the process of accumulation, it will accumulate the water, and then it will go, when the sun hits the water, it will go up as it is called evaporation. It will go to the clouds to make the clouds, then it'll come back again to the earth through the process of precipitation. And that's why today we are going to make a craft about the water cycle. So we remember all the time the water cycle, okay? It's a good idea because it's difficult sometimes to understand the words evaporation, precipitation, condensation, accumulation, right? It's kind of weird, kind of difficult. So in the craft, you will learn how to do it. First of all, you need your materials. What are the materials that the teacher asked you to bring? Do you remember what are those materials? Do you remember? Yes or no? Okay, if you don't remember, you need to cut a circle to make the sonic. In the picture, it was like this, but you can make it circle. It doesn't matter, like a circle. You were supposed to have some light blue, and there was a measure for these types of paper, right? All these papers, and also a white one and a blue one. What are you gonna do? Let me show, I'm gonna show you a picture so you got an idea and you'll start working, right? Let me show you that picture first. I'm gonna show you now the picture of what we are going to do. Remember, this picture over here is the water cycle. Look what I told you, the sun hits the water evaporates, okay? This is the water cycle. But the materials you were supposed to bring are here. So you need all the materials. You need, oh, you also need glue that I didn't tell you, and cotton balls, right? Cotton balls. We are going to start because at the end, we are going to have our project. It is going to be something like this. So we are going to start working. I'm going to show you how we did it. How? Because I already did it with your classmates. As you were not in my class, I did it with your classmates. But don't worry, because you are going to have time to do it. You will also do it. Okay, we're going to start working on that. I'm going to play some music. So it's going to be, you know, funnier for you to do it. Okay, what are you going to do first? You are going to use your colors or crayons, and in the blue construction paper that you have, you are going to draw like waves of water. Okay, we are going to make like the ocean, like this. Okay, you can use white, blue. Vamos a hacer como las olitas to simulate the water. Once you have this ready, cuando tenemos esta lista, then we are going to work with the strips of paper that you have, light blue. What are you going to do? You are going to make drops of water. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Gotitas. We are going to make drops of water. Okay, we are going to work. We are going to use three of them. We are going to do drops of water that are coming from the clouds, okay? Coming from the clouds. En 3, vamos a dibujar las gotitas que están cayendo de la nube. And in the other 2, in the remaining 2, y en los otros 2, the clouds that are going, like the water vapor that is going to evaporate. Las gotitas que están cayendo, we are going to make them with blue. And the ones that are going to be like water vapor, we are going to draw them with white, okay? Then, in this part, in the white one, you are going to use cotton balls. You will use your glue. And all this part, you are going to apply glue. You will put glue, and you are going to put all the cotton balls here to make the clouds. And after that, you can draw a face in the sun, whatever you want. And with the help of an adult, con la ayuda de un adulto, then you are going to make holes. Let me show you, because I told you that I already did it. Se los voy a mostrar porque recuerden que yo la hice con sus compañeros. So it is going to be like this. This is mine. Look, this part, esta es la parte de abajo that I did, right? Then, do you see over here, this other part, they are the drops of water here, the ones that are coming, the blue ones, las que están en azul, in blue, the ones that are coming on the clouds, and then you have the white ones, casi no se ven, because they are white, they are going to be like the water vapor. And then here at the top, you have the clouds, then with some yarn, con lana, we make some holes. Aquí le piden la ayuda a un adulto para que le haga unos huequitos. So you put the yarn and the sun. Y miren mi sol. I drew a face. I drew a face on my son and sunglasses. Okay? And at the end, you put here, you make another hole and you put some yarn. And then it is ready, so you can put it in the place where you prefer. You can put it in your bedroom. Pueden colgarlo en su cuarto. So you remember all the water cycle, okay? Así nos vamos a acordar cómo es el cycle, the water cycle. Here, remember, over here is the water recuerden que la parte de abajo está todo el agua del océano. Like this one. But I did it like this. I glue it. Look, I glue it. Primero la pegué allí. And then the part that is at the top, the white part, hice lo mismo. And I first glue the clouds with the cotton balls. And then with the stripes, I glue them here until the top. I hope you can do that. So if you did it, once you have it ready, because it's going to take a little time, va a tomar un momentito hacerlo. Once you have it ready, you take a picture and send it to me. Hope to see you next class. And next class, maybe you remember all the water cycle, right? Are you sure? So hope to see you next class.